been a minute since we've had an official Blake's House Wrestling stream. You know what? I think this is going to be, for sure, Dean Malenko. I think I gotta go Dan Hibiki on the other side of the board. Let's see. What I am also about to do is do the social media thing, let people know what's going on. Already off to a good start. Social media thing, and I can kind of resume focusing on wrestling. Hey, how's it going, Abby? Well, I certainly hope you are here for a wrestle time, as that is exactly what you're going to get for the next couple hours. Doing the social media thing, did not really able to focus on this match, and actually thinking about the logistics of a matchup between Dean Malenko and Dan Hibiki is hilarious to me. Dan, big comedy guy, and Malenko, arguably one of the greatest technical wrestlers. Fair enough. Big corkscrew European uppercut from Hibiki. Yeah, some of Nick's guys also kind of have a similar personality in their Fire Pro AI, where they taunt a lot and do a lot of over-the-top stuff. So yeah, big fan of this Dan Hibiki, get it. tight Dan kicks. Oh yeah, that is Dan from Street Fighter, to be clear. Oh, I think that corkscrew European uppercut is supposed to be his Koryuken, which makes sense to me. That's another one of my favorite things about this game. Oh, word? Shin Koryuken off the top, getting the pinfall victory. Is like, obviously you can make wrestlers in this video game. You can just make wrestler-ass wrestlers. And like, hey, they'll function as they'll function as wrestlers do, but it's really cool seeing somebody use those same tools to make characters from other medium, from other genres, because you can kind of see what wrestling moves they decided look similar to things they're already doing. Because I'm like, all right, yeah, that's a corkscrew European uppercut off the top, or that's Dan's Shin Koryuken. It's like, yeah, big fan of that. But let me check the time here, because it's probably pretty close for the lights to go down in Blake's House Arena. Ooh, actually, that pre-show match was real short. But, let's see here. I think, yeah, let's do this thing where I actually set it to the correct arena. Now, that's tough to say, right? Because, like, I think I would probably, like, certainly the way I envisioned my character several years ago when I built them out in this game was, I want to be a, like, shitty, bratty heel that is very good at technical wrestling. So I suppose, like, I basically just want to be Zack Sabre Jr. Which I think is a high aspiration to have. Because Zack is just a fucking delightful brat. He's like, I love him just as much when he wins as when he loses. And, you know, it's like we said last week, hey, sometimes it's fun to work from the bottom. But I think that is about enough time to let people to start filing into Blake's House Arena. So, as we do every week, Blake's House is back. So, you know, everybody get on your feet, make some noise for another edition of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. Welcome, Blake's House Wrestling fans, to another edition of Blake's House Professional Wrestling, the first official Blake's House Wrestling show in over a month. Some major technical issues have sidelined the promotion, and we are still feeling the effects of those. Unfortunately, the notes that the booking committee had kept lost to time, although I suppose we'll certainly see if the Blake's House matchmakers are going to be able to recover those files, but in the meantime, we do have just a star-studded program for the return of Blake's House Wrestling. We have got 2 championships on the line. We have got 2 #1 contenders matches with major heavyweight title opportunities on the line. Of course, as well, at the top of the program, the staple in the world of Blake's House Professional Wrestling, the Mag.Lo Open Challenge. Holding it down in the main event, as he always does. We'll be seeing a star-studded cast challenging for that spot tonight, but you can see the opening contest of this evening. The last show before Blake's House Wrestling went off air. Hurtem allegedly taking liberties against Drew Serpa in their match. That match, of course, lost to time as well. It is not in the Blake's House Wrestling archives. But we are going to get an opportunity. Drew calling his shot. He wants another match against Hurtem. But this time, is SWA rules. It is going to be a combination wrestling and mixed martial arts contest, and got to figure that favors the pure wrestler that is Drew Serpa, but we'll have to see what tricks Hurtem has up his sleeve as we get into the opening contest of tonight's match. His way to the ring, and bring it! Already getting fired up. Like I said, the last time these two met in the ring, you are not going to find that on tape anywhere. But Hurtem going into business for himself, and Drew deeply upset by this. Going to have to see exactly what one of the members of Team Daytona has for this mixed wrestling organization wrestler. Already starting things off strong with a big suplex. SWA rules action. Hey, it has been a long month since we have had a Blake's House Wrestling show. For those unfamiliar, you are able to win an SWA rules match by pinfall, submission, or failure to rise to the referee's count. Will take place over several 10-minute rounds. I have never seen one of these go to points, and I am certain neither of these individuals have any desire to let it go to points. As right now, the slippery technical ability of Hurtem able to evade those significant holds of Serpa. But Drew just waiting for his opportunity, waiting to just let that big throw fly. Hold on, back switch, but again, Hurtem scrambling back to his feet, not allowing Drew to press the advantage. Back switch and big suplex already. Fireman's carry. Back switch once again, mount tackle, but again, Hurtem so very slick, so very technically gifted. And that is a thing Drew absolutely learned he cannot afford to take lightly. Ooh, clipping him with that open palm strike, that 3-frame jab, as the captain of Team Daytona likes to call it, or Daytona rather likes to call it. Another back suplex, just dropping Hurtem on his neck. Mario allowing this match to continue, not even coming in for the count. Back switch once again, but Drew this time just a half step ahead. Rolling through, but Drew scrambling out of that hold. Drew is a wrestler's wrestler, has competed against the best in Blake's House Wrestling in this SWA rules format. Hold on, lift and drop. Possibly going for that mount once again. No, just going directly into the cover. 1, 2, but only gets 2. 1, 2. Hurtem and Drew Serpa both very similar styles. Both of them just, oh my god, colossal belly to back overhead suplex. Drew shutting that momentum down with a knee to the gut. Both these individuals just very strong wrestling backgrounds. Both of them very capable at sneaking their way into a pinning predicament. And Hans Hurtem in particular, so very well known for that mount tackle by Drew. And right into that scarf hold, but oh, goes for the mount tackle again, gets under that big chop. Those colossal chops of Hans Hurtem maneuver so incredibly devastating, been known to flatten wrestlers out, but Drew able to avoid the significant strikes, at least for the moment. Big overhand chop, back switch, and a back suplex of his own, just hips driving Drew into the mat. Back switch again, and another belly to back overhead suplex, sending Drew just 12 feet across the ring. Sliding drop kick, and Drew feeling the effects of these vicious strikes. Of course, Drew is a classically trained Olympic-style wrestler. You know, those big chops, those big kicks, not used to what he is seeing coming across from him. Right now, Drew just trying to make sure this match happens when and where he wants it. The ring veteran, big European uppercut, and Drew continuing to apply pressure. And there it is, that small package bomb, cover 2, and 3 count fall. Drew just, he wanted to make a statement this week, and he was able to do so, picking up the victory in decisive fashion over Hans Hurtem. Hey, how's it going, Nick? Yeah, I do gotta say, like, despite the finish of the last match, like, that match was much better for the rest of it. And to be clear, the only tweaks I made to Hans Hurtem's AI was to, like, get rid of that infinite loop. It's just Hans Hurtem just wasn't winning grapples, which does happen in this video game. So, not a lot of back and forth. And also, Jamie, appreciate you dropping in as well. Like, narratively, it makes sense that Drew coming in pissed. I will take a look at that. Because, like, my philosophy is pin rate should be low. Because, like, you should only be pinning off of your finishing holds. Like, your finishers and your sigs. And Hans Hurtem's kind of a special case because he's got the technical critical, which means any hold that he does, yeah, it's hard to balance, certainly. But I am totally cool with spending a little bit more time trying to figure that out. I do gotta say, it is very inconvenient Because, like, it is a shoot that my ledger with, like, my last year's worth of match data doesn't exist. It's on an old hard drive. I should be able to recover it. I just don't have a SATA to USB adapter. Because now I can't scroll up and see, hey, what matches have we already done? Like, hey, what was the last, like, 2 months of wrestling looking like? So, for the first couple weeks, booking's going to be a little bit wonky. But I am certain we have not seen this matchup before. As Monty picking up a tough loss before we went on break. Monty alongside his mentor, the Buku fighter himself, taking on Idolo and Ramos. Of course, it was Monty against Idolo in singles action. Idolo, just the veteran overcoming the newer talent. But this is an entirely different challenge for Monty. Also, before we get started, hey, how's it going, Blake? That would be very funny. And honestly, like, hey, there's no hurt feelings if you're not going to tune in and instead want to watch AEW Revolution. Like, none whatsoever. If you want to tune into this on Monday and watch the pay-per-view live, it is all good. It is my understanding GK is doing exactly that tonight. But, yeah, I am genuinely curious. Well, hey, as always, I very much appreciate anybody that wants to spend their Sunday nights with me. Going all right, Blake. Appreciate you dropping in as well. Hope you are excited for some wrestling. And as I was getting ready to set up here, Monty, I believe it was his second ever singles match taking on Idolo about a month ago, and Idolo exploiting Monty's inexperience a little bit, keeping the fight away from Monty's corner, where his mentor, the Buku fighter, was attempting to coach him. Monty getting an even tougher challenge tonight as COLBY, the maddest man on the planet with the toughest lariat, going to take on the high flyer, the barbecue boss himself, Monty, and that match is right now. Making his way to the ring, and you gotta figure he is looking for that elusive singles victory. But COLBY is going to put this man through hell in search of it, as at any given moment that colossal lariat could come out of nowhere. Ooh, dragon screw leg whip already. Big drop kick coming in, and both Monty and COLBY just coming out of their respective corners already hot. Big chop to the chest from COLBY, and COLBY, such a difficult person to beat in that test of strength. You know, we talk a lot about Terrell, a man that packs a lot of power in a small package. Well, COLBY is another one of those fighters, another person that is stronger, is tougher than he looks. Satchwell certainly found that out in their best 2 out of 3 series. And Monty might be on that path as well. Big arm drag. Colby fighting his way to his feet, and Monty putting him right back on the mat. Big chop to the chest. Insigiri connecting with the back of the head of Colby Cole. Japanese-style arm drag from Monty, and Monty wants to keep this fight near the corner. Utilize that high-flying offense, but Colby, that brawling style, it works anywhere in the building. But right now, Monty not allowing him to execute. And look at that seamless transition right into that crossface hold. But Colby answering back, big head button. That is exactly what I am talking about. Colby is a brawler's brawler, and this is not a fight that you want to get into if you are Monty. Big sledgehammer-like left hand, and Colby keeping up that offensive pressure, just delivering blow after blow to the forehead. Oh my God. Colossal drop kick square in the chest, and Colby collapsing to the mat. Monty rolling through, cover, 2. Only gets 2. Another Japanese-style arm drag. And 1 for 1. Here is that dragon screw leg whip, your receipt for that open of tonight's contest, and shotgun dropkick buried right into the chin of Colby Cole. And yet another targeted attack at the legs of Colby, trying to take that base away, trying to take that source of power from that colossal lariat of his. But Colby undeterred, just throwing Monty down to the mat as this match presses on. Monty fire into the corner. Colby coming right after him, but Monty just getting out of harm's way as quickly as he is able to do so. And now Monty getting himself fired up. Hold on just a moment here. Sasuke Especial over the top rope. But Colby answering back, just crushing pump handle slam, and just a series of wild shots right in front of the commentator's desk. Right in front of me, Colby, Monty slugging it out. Big sidewalk slam, and Monty going high risk once again, and 630 senton. Is that going to be enough to put Colby away? Monty doesn't seem to think so, and Colby fighting his way back to his feet, getting the upper hand. Colby, Gladiator! Both of these men have hit one another with their best shots, but neither of them able to hold on just a moment here. Once again, yet another Sasuke special over Harada. The elevation on the barbecue boss, just nothing short of phenomenal. This is a revitalized, rejuvenated Monty. This is not the same man we saw a month ago. Oh my God, colossal kick to the gut. And another one of those huge lariats just crushing, collapsing against the windpipe of Monty, but Monty firing back with that chop. Hold on, roll up out of nowhere, cover, 2. Oh my God, so close. Somehow, some way, Monty getting his shoulder off the mat, and Colby, you can see the frustration starting to set in, and you know what that means. Gladiator! Cover, 2. No, that wasn't it. That wasn't enough. Colby continuing to deliver a barrage of wild shots, and Colby only gets stronger the angrier he gets. Cover, 2. No. It's still not enough to put Monty away. Insigiri taking the head off the shoulders of Colby Cole. Colossal 630. Springboard moonsault. What do these two men have left to give to one another? What do these two men have left to give to this match? Monty now fired into the corner. Colby just clubbing blows to the side of the head. Just the aggression from Colby Cole at its peak. Monty now taking this back into the corner. They're going high risk. It's that dangerous territory, but Colby, hold on. Oh, Thought for just a moment it was going to be a rare opportunity. COLBY coming over the top. Big flip over the... Oh my God, these two just giving everything they have. Belly-to-belly suplex, slamming Monty into the mat. COLBY not even going for the cover. He has hit Monty with so much. Hold on, Destino! If Monty goes up top, this could be it. No, COLBY right back to his feet. Both of these men still very much in this contest, but maybe not for long. Lariato is the third time the charm. Cover. 2, 3, count, fall. And Monty still looking for that elusive singles victory, but as I said, this is a revitalized, rejuvenated Monty. This is not the same man we saw a month ago. And when he gets his big break, the singles division of Blake's House Professional Wrestling have got to watch out for him. Actually, sorry to hear that from the both of y'all. Like, earnestly wishing Blake, both you and Jamie, like, real well in the immediate future. Can confirm, Puberty Part 2, mostly rad. But I'm gonna roll on with another return. Of course, Alfonso making a dramatic return at after just a tremendous absence, trying to make a name for himself in that Blake's House Rumble. Not quite able to go the distance, but Alfonso with a statement of intent. He is interested in singles glory. He wants a shot at Josh's title. However, he is not the first in line. Actually, Orlando Nunez tonight getting a singles match with Josh, and with the stipulation that if he pins the champion, he is getting a title shot. So Alfonso's got a long way to go to get to the top of the card, and he is the man standing across from him, Zero Lopez, somebody just as hungry for singles glory, just as dedicated to the pursuit of Blake's House Gold as Alfonso is. Because this match has major championship picture implications. Alfonso, Zero Lopez, that's right now. Alfonso making his way to the ring, and just such an intimidating force. Just a pure power wrestler, but Zero, the two-time mystery champion, has a lot of tools at his disposal. He's able to outmaneuver Alfonso. This has got to be the match in his favor, but that is a very big if. Alfonso, just such a crafty veteran in the world of professional wrestling. Wants to make sure the fight happens when and where he wants it, but hold on. Zero starting off strong. Big drop kick hitting square in the chest. Alfonso already off at a deficit, but now hold on, answering back. Big hip throw, forearm smash, and low roundhouse taking the legs out from underneath the legs of Zero Lopez. And And sharpshooter locked in early. Alfonso trying to make quick work of Zero Lopez, but Zero able to break the hold. Tight arm dragon. Right now, Alfonso making good on his strategy, but there's Zero, that superior agility, able to escape the pressure at least for a moment. Zoe responding back. DDT planting Zero into the mat, and now we're just going to slow it down a little bit. Zoe's doing whatever he can to make sure he can neutralize the agility of Zero Lopez. That was that sharpshooter early. That is those low roundhouses. Ooh, big mount tackle. And now figure four leg lock applied. And the strategy of Alfonso starting to take shape. And Alfonso, more traditionally a power wrestler, and you are going to see those just monstrously powerful holds, but right now, Zoe is playing the role of the tactician, trying to take Zero's speed advantage away from him. And there it is, belly-to-belly overhead suplex. Zero just grabbing a hold of the top rope, staying in the ring. And Zero just trying to find purchase somewhere. Drop toe hold, getting him out of trouble, at least for the moment. And Zero just trying to protect himself, but Alfonso already doing so much. Forearm smash once again. Zero going for that soul butt kick. This time the step of Enziguri will connect, but Zoe to his feet first. And you can see just how much punishment Zero has taken over the course of this match. And hold on. Just devastating slam into the center of the ring, and Zoe just continuing to keep up the pressure, but Zero just grabbing a hold at whatever he is able to, trying to slow Zoe down, but Zoe going right back to the lower back, right back to the knees of Zero Lopez. A DDT again, flattening him to the mat. Zero going for that mount tackle, and like I said, Zero, a man with all of the tools. He can come at you from any way, but Zoe is not letting him come after him anywhere. Rolling through, cover one, but only gets one. Hold on, Puerto Rican Destroyer. This could be the momentum shifter that Zero needs. Now doesn't even go for the cover. Instead, going right to that knee bar. Turnabout is fair play, I suppose, as Zero trying to get back into this match, but Zoe shutting him right back down. Zero flattened in the center of the ring, and now, hold on, rolling through, cover, but Zoe getting a hand on the bottom rope. Fire into the corner, and a kick right to the gut, shutting Zero down. Big super kick from Zero, and Zero, he is not finished yet. Enziguri, this time to the back of the head, but Zoe again springing right back to his feet. Just so extraordinarily tough, so extraordinarily dangerous. Zero firing Zoe into the ropes. Pop-up cutter, center of the ring. Is that going to be enough? No, Zero doesn't seem to think so. Elbow drop twice to the back of the neck, and cutter out of nowhere. Super kick once again. Zero trying to get himself fired up, trying to get himself back into this match. And again, Zoe shutting him down with that DDT. But again, Puerto Rican Destroyer. Is that going to be it? Zero rolls him up, but Zoe just a fingertip on that bottom rope. Low roundhouse, taking the legs out from underneath the legs of Zero Lopez. And yet again, targeting the lower body of Zero. And again, shutting him down with that cutter. On back switch out of nowhere. And sling blade, center of the ring. Zero, shooting star cover. Two. No. So very close. And it is unbelievable to call a maneuver like that one of desperation, and yet on Zero getting ready. Another sling blade. And again, Insigiri taking the back of the neck. Just the sustained damage that Zero is attempting to apply. But Zoe just fighting right through it. Hold on, Destino. If Zero can get to the top rope, this could be it. No. Another pop-up cutter. Zoe and Zero just hitting each other with everything they've got. Neither one of them willing or able to quit. And again, just a devastating kick to the back of the neck. And Zoe answers back with a spine buster with the equalizer. And oh my god, a cannon of a knee strike right into the forehead of Zero Lopez. And Fireman's carry buster. That could be all she wrote, but no, Zoe does not seem to think so. Double underhook. Face buster, that has got to be it. Zoe, cover. 2. No, oh my god. I don't know where Zero found it in him after all the punishment he's taken over the course of this match to get a shoulder off the mat, but he is still coming. Shotgun dropkick off the top rope. And Zero Lopez flashing elbow right into the throat. And so again, shutting him down with that colossal spine buster. Zero going high risk. And big elbow drop buried into the small of the back of Alfonso. Zero now the first man to his feet. And it has been so very long since we have seen that. Zero finding a second win. Kick to the gut, rolling through. Cover. 2, 3, count, fall. And Dave actually twice now tonight snubbing Blake's House Wrestling for that elusive 5-star rating. But Zero and Alfonso putting on a clinic, and you can tell everybody in the locker room of Blake's House Professional Wrestling just so ready to go. They were just waiting for that green light to start running shows again, because they have been leaving it all in the ring, and we are only on our 3rd contest of tonight's program. But what I'm going to go ahead and do next, we've got quite a few people hanging out in the chat tonight, and it is about time to get ready for the Mag.Lo Open Challenge Battle Royal. And one name I am certain we are going to put in here is going to be Terrell Benjamin. As I said, the Blake's House Wrestling All-Stars showing up tonight. We've got to come out strong for the Blake's House Wrestling Return Show, and that means Mr. Battle Royal, the king of the Battle Royal. Let's see. There is... To answer your question that you have asked is no. However, there might be a Yoshitatsu. I believe there is another Yoshi in New Japan. Let me see here, but first, let me get the King and the Duke of the Battle Royal, as we need to get... let me see here. Let's see. There is Yoshihashi. Because I don't think I have Yoshitatsu, actually, in retrospect. I know people have made, I'm certain somebody has made several people have made Yoshis And as I always say, like, I do appreciate the asks for new wrestlers during the stream, but I promise you I will forget as soon as I go off air that you have asked. So I would request that you submit those requests literally anywhere else. So that way I'll be able to have them before the next week's program. I can open that up real quick, and I am very much okay with that. Let's see. Because of Nick's stable specifically, I think only Idolo and Ramos are booked tonight. You want to see Suspicious Licorice and Jobber? I can make those things happen. But we've still got plenty of spots available. Let's see, JPW, I can open that up as well. Oops, went the wrong way. To answer your question that you have not yet asked at the time of me saying this, Blake, Kurt is booked. All right, you want to see... actually, you know, we haven't seen Jackal in a little bit. So, yeah, let's go ahead and put him in there. Want to see Matt Knapp? Let me make sure I did not book him. Because he was very nearly booked. All right, cool. I can do that. And that is going to leave room for one more wrestler. Let's see. I'm going to pop both of those things open. Let's see. Let's see. See any names on either of these that were especially interesting to you? Let's see. You know, I don't think we have seen Tony the Tiger wrestle, so I'm pretty okay with that. So I think that is what Fire Pro Wrestling is all about. Kind of mentioned that on the pre-show. Boy, I hope Tony the Tiger is not, like, stupid, busted, overpowered, but the over-the-rope battle royal is the great equalizer, especially with Frank Vista in the match. So the yeah, so the heartthrob to people everywhere, Tony the Tiger, making his Blake's House Wrestling debut. But you know, let's go ahead and get into the match, and we can go over the tail of the tape as bodies are flying around the ring. So, tonight's Battle Royal for the right to challenge Mag.Lo in tonight's main event. Both Terrell Benjamin and Frank Vista have done it once before and looking for another opportunity, but see if either of them are able to overcome the 7 other Vultures in the ring with them, because that match is right now. Terrell already trying to score an elimination on Jackal. You saw that suplex so dangerously close to the ropes as Licorice and Tony the Tiger slugging it out in that orange Gatorade corner. bodies just colliding around the ring. These matches so very difficult to call in the opening minutes, as competitors changing dance partners left and right. Yoshihashi double suplex from Vista and Nap, and Nap now staring Vista down. Wrestler versus wrestler. And it looks like even stable lines, not enough, as Jackal and Vista briefly exchanging blows.
Eat shit! Give up! Give up!
A brief moment before everyone once again converging at the top of your screen, as Nap just planting the King of the Battle Royal into the mat, and Yoshihashi, big Boston Crab, and looks like he wants to take out the King, but the Duke answering back with a big suplex to Yoshihashi. Pele kick from Licorice, the newest signee of Nick's Wrestling Organization, now stretching out Jackal, and Jackal a bit of a submission specialist. I am certain he will not take that lying down, but right now, gut wrench suplex from Nap, going to plant him back on the mat. Hold on. Jackal just clubbing the back of Terrell's head. Still no eliminations, nearly 4 minutes into this match. As backslide cover, but Terrell foot in the middle rope. Of course, this Battle Royal taking place under those New Japan rules. You can eliminate via pinfall submission, and we very nearly saw over-the-top rope elimination as the Duke of the Battle Royal, the master of the suplex, attempting to send Jackal over the top. Look at Terrell on the right side of your screen, going high risk, but no, thinking better of it. Jackal right now in the safest part of the ring, away from everybody else, but no. Challenging Tony the Tiger directly, but again, Vista appears to have some unfinished business with Jackal, as Matthew Knapp just scissors sleeper applied to Licorice. Series on blows and transitioning right into that cross arm breaker, and Tony the Tiger is feeling the pain. Long jobber sent to the outside already. The first elimination is Matt Knapp applying that patented dick-based offense, and looks like he was getting extra leverage on that middle rope, and I don't think Mario saw it. Big destroyer from Licorice, and Licorice waiting at the top rope. Tornado DDT flattening Yoshihashi, center of the ring. Belly to back overhead suplex, and there goes Jackal. And yes, I am certain of it. Jackal and Vista definitely have a score to settle. But that will have to wait, because Vista looking to get, oh my God, another elimination. Vista, oh, I thought for just a moment he was going for a third, but just couldn't quite get the elevation, as Terrell applying that figure 4 leg lock to Yoshihashi. Gut wrench suplex to Tony the Tiger. Yes, Terrell, colossal elbow drop, and again gut wrench suplex applied. Matthew Knapp looking so extraordinarily hungry here. Big suplex, but unable to capitalize. Big chicken wing locked in. Cover out of nowhere, but no. Yoshihashi again breaking it up. This time Tony the Tiger cover, but only getting one, and an amazing display of power from the King of the Battle Royal as he goes toe-to-toe with the Duke. And Nap and Vista, both extremely technically gifted wrestlers, just taking it to the mat. And Vista gaining the upper hand, at least for the moment. That water wheel drop just crushes Vista. And Matt very nearly getting that pinfall elimination on Yoshihashi, but Destroyer, and no, Tony the Tiger eliminated. We're down to our final 4, Mount Tackle, and just a vicious assault. Terrell Shot to the chest, machine gun-like series of chops. As once, twice, 3 amigos, and there goes Yoshihashi. Terrell Benjamin, Matthew Knapp, and Frank Vista.
Give up.
The final 3. Terrell trying to get himself fired up, trying to get the crowd behind him. And right now, for just a moment, Terrell and Vista working together. Hold on, going for a cover, but Vista going to... Oh, wait, hold on just a moment here. Scissor sleeper applied, and Terrell just going to allow that to go through with one fewer competitor in this match. No, Kimura hold locked in now.
Give up.
And the strategy at work on display as these 2 technically gifted wrestlers hold on. Burning hammer, is that it? No. Matthew Knapp going for that big suplex bridge, cover 2. And oh my God, so close. There it is once again. Colossal suplex, cover 2. But only getting 2. Somehow, some way, Matthew Knapp finding something extra in the tank. Japanese style arm drag. He is the only man standing. Kimura hold applied.
Give up. Give up.
This time it is Vista allowing these 2 to settle it on the mat. Big suplex cover, but no. Terrell getting himself fired up once again. Suplex once. Twice. No. Matthew Knapp shutting it down. That was almost certainly going to be an elimination. Mount tackle applied. Rolling through. Cover 1, 2. Only getting 2. Somehow, Emerald Flosion Vista planted on his neck, but no. Knapp not allowing Terrell to pick up the elimination, and that could cost him right here. Next switch, and driving his hips, colossal backdrop, but Terrell just leveled. Now tackle once again, and again jackknife cover, but all 3 of these individuals are so very hungry for those eliminations. A Russian leg sweep from Terrell, and Vista now getting himself fired up. Know exactly how dangerous he can be, particularly when near the ropes. Olympic slam, just devastating Matthew Knapp. And Terrell and Vista, hold on, Olympic slam once again. Knapp, big suplex of his own. Vista getting a hand on the bottom rope. This match, it will continue with 3 contestants. And Matthew Knapp, just the ultimate distraction, but losing sight of Vista at a critical moment. And hold on. Just series of suplexes from Terrell, taking it to the master of the suplex himself as a colossal frog splash collides. Suplex again. Just how much more do any of these men have? On Knapp rolling through, cover 2. Only a 2 count. Only 2. Vista powering out of that hold. What more do any of these men have left to give to this match? Suplex once, twice, 3 times. Is that it for Matthew Knapp? 3 count fall. And oh my God, that's it. The Duke of the Battle Royal unseating the King, and he is going to get a shot at the People's Champion himself, Mag.Lo in tonight's main event. I say a lot of interesting narrative threads to work off of from that Battle Royal, which is one of my favorite things about it on this show. Is Vista alone has like 3 different rivalries he can play with. Plus, technically his stable is feuding with the Worzallas and Tyler. So, I think Frank Vista is going to be a very busy individual for the upcoming several months. But, I did mention Tag Team Gold going to be on the line tonight. Let's see here. As Idolo and Ramos going to defend their titles. And Jamel, appreciate you dropping in. For anybody that is new here, this is Blake's House Professional Wrestling. It is a weekly episodic wrestling show, broadcast entirely through Fire Pro Wrestling World. And I did say episodic. We try to keep continuity week to week. We had to take a month off due to technical difficulties, so this is our first show, officially our first show back in quite a while, but we're going to ride that momentum as long as it takes us. I think canonically this will be episode 80 of the program. But if it is your first time here, I'm going to be doing my best to make sure that you're going to have just as good a time as the people that have been hanging out for over a year. And certainly hope I'm able to do that for you. As right now, Idolo and Ramos, a team that have held Blake's House Tag Team Gold with a vice-like grip. Honestly, that Knicks Wrestling Organization Tag Team Division, just so extraordinarily effective. Something about Vidala's coaching strategy just makes for excellent tag team performances, as Idolo and Ramos just so very effective at cutting off the ring. We saw it a month ago when Idolo faced Monty in singles action. He took Monty away from his corner, took him away from his mentor, trying to direct traffic from his side of the ring. However, we are going to see just how effective this team is going to be taking on a surprise challenger. We are coming back with a bang as David and Cindy challenging for Blake's House Tag Team Gold. And that match, it's right now. Cindy's Blake's House Wrestling debut was tagging with David Clement, and due to a technicality, she has never been pinned on Blake's House Professional Wrestling television. Looks like she is punching her ticket into that tag team division, but as I said just prior to this match, Idolo and Ramos are so very effective at a tag team unit. Devon Ramos, the tallest cruiserweight, just a catch-as-catch-can specialist, but starting things off for this Knicks Wrestling Organization team is Idolo. He is just such a supremely gifted athlete. He will be all over the ring, and both David and Cindy are going to have their hands full just trying to contain his offense. A thumb to the eyes, that will certainly slow him down, but only for a moment as an enziguri collides with the back of David's head. Big chop. Neither side wants to go too hard too early. these tag team affairs can last quite a while. As injured parties able to sit on the apron, as partners from the apron able to assist. Hold on, and there is that submission specialization of Ramos. That Northern Light suplex right into that cross arm breaker. And he is just so very dangerous. You let him grab a hold. Oh, big shote, but it is ducked by Ramos. Looks like Cindy targeting the arms of Ramos. It is going to be submission specialist against submission specialist in the ring right now. Oh my God, colossal kick. Narrowly avoided by Cindy as drop toe hold flattens Ramos to the mat, and Cindy going back to her own corner, and here comes David. Picture perfect shooting star cover, but David getting right off the mat, and David is a brawler. And hold on, Harada looks like he is going to let them fight as that foreign object just tearing at the skin on the forehead of Ramos, and that is going to be a game changer as a double powerbomb flattens the submission specialist of Mixed Wrestling Organization. Right now, forearm smash answered back with a kick to the gut, but Idolo just ceding that territory, possibly deliberately, as he takes the fight back into his own corner. And that is what I'm talking about with this Mixed Wrestling Organization unit. They are just so very effective at keeping the fight on their side of the ring, and Cindy doing her best to keep this back in the blue corner. But right now, Idolo, full Nelson hold applied, but Cindy able to slip out of the hold, and here comes David high and low. Idolo stuck in the unblockable, and David once again pulling that foreign object seemingly out of nowhere. And now that is 2 for 2. Both members of this Mixed Wrestling Organization unit have been busted open, and Harada continuing to let them fight. Do not ask him for shit, ladies and gentlemen, as a flipping senton springboard off the second, and Ramos is not finished. Big double moonsault and rolling through cover. But David able to get a foot on the middle rope. And another flipping big boy as David attempts to escape to his own corner, and he does. And Cindy back in this match. Big double power bomb. And Cindy now going high risk. Guillotine, but no. And this is what makes Ramos so very dangerous. Cindy thought she had the upper hand getting that mount position, but Ramos is so very slippery. But Cindy now going right into that step over toe hold, leg drop, or face drop rather. And Ramos now escaping to his own corner. Well, David and Cindy just doing so much sustained damage. STO and sweep, and Idolo going high risk. Cover 2, but only gets 2. And leaping facebuster out of nowhere, but Cindy answering back with a suplex on the way out the door. David trying to keep up the pressure. Big boy senton buried right in the chest of Idolo. But hold on. Yoshitane cover, but no. Not even a count of 1. Big springboard body press from Idolo, but David answering back. Picture perfect drop kick, hitting square in the chest, and now back into his own corner. But as does David, so does Idolo, and here comes Ramos. And some horizontal hold face lock applied once again, but Ramos, those long limbs reaching out and touching that bottom rope. Ramos has that scarf hold locked in, but turnabout is fair play. Ramos now fired into the corner. Ramos picking the leg, and again, just targeting whatever outstretched limb is available. He is a catch-as-catch-can specialist. If you make a mistake, he will make you pay for it. just like that, just targeting 3-1, both legs and the neck, just pressure being applied, and Cindy answering back, crossface hold, but neither side really able to get significant advantage. High and low, the unblockable applied. And David just adding injury to insult as the poison mist into the exposed open wounds on Ramos's forehead. And Insecurity throwback, David getting himself fired up, but no, going back to his own corner. Brings Cindy back into this match. And looking to add to his list of victims, but Idolo wanting no parts of that. And Rana just dropping Cindy right on her neck. Possibly going for two. Satellite. Head scissors, and again, just sending her back into that orange Gatorade corner. Cover. Two. Oh my God, so close. David and Cindy just delivering just vote over DDT, but Idolo just too quick, able to escape to that orange Gatorade corner. And an Insecurity will shut her down. Ramos now in perfect position. He's got that arm bar locked in, but Cindy able to reach a foot into that bottom rope. Now Triangle Lancer applied. Idolo able to make the save at a critical moment. Insecurity applied, and could that be it? Dragon Sleeper, but no. David able to make the save at a critical moment, and this match, it will continue. And again, Triangle Lancer applied, just working the shoulder, working the neck. Ramos barely able to slip out, and somehow, some way, escaping the pressure, getting back to his own corner. Big Insecurity doesn't find its mark. Just devastating chop to the chest, and David now getting himself fired up. Now David walking the ropes and chop straight to the throat, and he is not yet finished. Big head scissors from Idolo, and Idolo going high risk. And twisting 630, is that it? No, he does not seem to think so as David fights his way back to his feet. Pop-up power bomb connecting, but David still not finished. Going high risk, buries an elbow right into the heart of Idolo. And again, Triangle Lancer locked in, but Idolo getting a foot to the bottom rope. And bodies colliding, and David entirely unbothered by the situation. On Satellite. Cover, pinning predicament, one. No, but only a count of one. Ramos picking the leg as Idolo just shutting Cindy down. Big leaping face buster, but Idolo to his feet first, and that's the difference maker. Going for that Triangle Lancer, but taking just a moment too long. And Idolo set up perfectly here, but only for a moment. Snap suplex into the center of the ring. And Cindy going back to her own corner. David back into the ring, and a chop to the chest, just flattening Ramos. David now, do not adjust your set. Once again, walking the ropes, and Ramos just leveled. The submission specialist that is Devon Ramos just trying to shut this team down. Goes for the cover once again, but Cindy able to make the save at a critical moment, and David trying to get himself fired up, picking the leg. Is this going to be it? And it is! Ramos just so very dangerous. If you leave a limb outstretched, he will absolutely punish you for it. He was able to demonstrate in tonight's contest, picking up the victory for his team as this next wrestling organization tag team unit continues to defend this Blake's House gold. I mean, sometimes it's like that. Although, like, that is kind of the appeal of tag team wrestling, is you can have somebody that is a glass cannon, and then they can just chill on the apron when they are done doing that. I think part of the problem, like, and it's not a problem, to be clear, is my self-insert is not really a tag team wrestler. But, I don't know, is what it is there. You know, certainly good effort from David and Cindy, and going to be seeing great things from them in the future, I am sure, but right now, Idolo and Ramos proving once again why they are at the top of the mountain in the Blake's House Wrestling Tag Team Division. But as we keep this show rolling, another callback to our last Blake's House show from a whole month ago. Sarah Reis pinning... Oh, excuse me. Let's see, actually, what I want to do. We'll go with that. Yep, Sarah Reis pinning Solarian in the middle of the ring. And JBIII not taking kindly to his charge, taking the loss. He wants a match tonight. And the Blake's House Wrestling matchmakers more than happy to give it to him. As Sarah Reis takes on JBIII in singles action, and that match is right now. Young hero picking up a critical victory a month ago against Solarian. High flyer against high flyer, but Reis was able to get just a little bit higher, but JBIII looking to bring the young hero back down to earth. As the big boss of Judgment Professional Wrestling making his way to the ring. Sarah not one to waste a moment. Already starting things off strong, but JBIII just wanting to remind everyone at home, it's been a long month away, just how big, how strong, how tough he is. outside, able to get the upper hand in that test of strength, at least for the moment. But JB3 applying illegal leverage. Harada going to give a warning. Precision haymaker connecting right with the jaw of the young hero, and JB3 starting to feel himself a little bit. Suplex is blocked, and Sarah dumped to the outside. JB3 again continuing to just throw Reis around the ring. You can see just how frustrated he was at his charge, taking that loss last week, and he is taking it out on the person that did that to him. Hold on, springboard and elbow to the face, and Reis now just turning up the pressure. A series of wild shots, but Reis is marching right through it, at least for the moment. Drop down and basement dropkick. Reis could not have seen it coming. JB3 continuing to keep up the momentum as a kick to the gut and colossal boot to the face. JB3 getting himself fired up. Quite literally grabbing at whatever she can to get back into this match. Picture perfect moonsault press, but JB3 just throwing Reis off of him. Bar locked in, and look at the size advantage, the power advantage cannot be any more apparent as JB3 just total control of the ring, total control of his opponent. Pump handle bomb cover 2, but only gets 2. Going for cover once again, but again only getting 2. The heart of Sarah Reis, nothing but extraordinary. Yoshitane cover 1, but only a count of 1. As yet another pump handle bomb right on the logo 2. And that was very nearly it. Trying to get back into this match, but hold on. Shiranui and Reis shotgun drop kick for good measure, but JB3 right back to his feet like a Terminator, as that precision haymaker could be the end, but no. JB3 had to take that arrogant cover, had to just put a single boot on the chest of the young hero, and that could have been the difference maker between a fall and this match carrying on, and taking the shotgun dropkick once again square in the jaw. Big super kick, and Reis is going up top. What has she got planned? Colossal Frankensteiner, but JB3 just the smartest man in wrestling, just rolling into that bottom row. Big double stomp. Oh my God. Twisting big boy, but JB3 rolling out of the way at a critical moment. He is just such a difficult man to pin down, but Reis stretching out, just getting a fingertip on that bottom rope. This match, it will continue, but another pump handle bomb. How many more of those can Sarah take? Well, maybe she won't have to find out. 2. No, only getting 2. Precision haymaker once again, but JB3, he is not done yet. fired into the ropes. And again, applying illegal leverage with that chokehold. And Harada says he's got until 5. He holds on until 3. And somehow, Sarah able to kick out of that facebuster. This match, it will continue, but Dimitri forced to break the hold. And again, JB3 just testing the patience of Harada, but it looks like he is going to let them fight. Big jawbreaker, and JB3 trying to get himself back into this match, trying to get the audience back on his side, but that is such a tall order as a super kick flattens him. And Reis, no, unable to keep the pressure on as JB3 just right back to his feet. Once, twice, 3 shots to the forehead, and 2 more for good measure. Hold on, roll up out of nowhere, cover, 2. No, that was almost enough. The damage, it had been done. Reis just didn't have any more left to give. JB3 able to pick up a hard-fought victory. As Sarah serving reminder after reminder exactly why she belongs in this singles division, but JB3 just a little bit too much for her this evening. And once again, Big Dave screwing us out of that 5th star. Well, I guess that last quarter star specifically. Also, it does occur to me, technically speaking, because Sarah is my D&D OC, I have booked myself in 3 consecutive matches. But sometimes you are allowed to do that when you're the girl with the pencil. Yes and no. Like, basically for the first year of running this stream, I kept my own character out of the title picture because, like, I think it's tacky when the showrunner is also your company's top champion. Like, this team winning the trios title was, like, kind of coincidence. No, that is absolutely true. I do not have control over who wins. That is true. Well, you know, Blake, you make convincing arguments. But, I mean, that is also true. But here's the thing. That runs into a very complex thing where I simultaneously want people to know the cool shit that I am doing. Even occasionally to my, to the production zone detriment. Actually, that D&D game, like, it is currently ongoing. We ran a session yesterday and has been running pretty well. might talk about that in the post-show. Who could say? But, you know, right now we are entering a critical matchup for the King of Fighters Trios Championship. The Alpizars and Princler have been holding on to that title for 3 straight weeks. We're going to have to see if ring rust is a factor, as the Worzallas and Tyler have been looking for a shot at this championship for months. They have been jockeying for position in that Trios division, competing with Team Daytona, competing with the team of Vista, Bruiser, and Ramadan. The Trios division in the Blake's House professional wrestling setting is enormous. And this is the team that is getting the first shot back. Worzallas and Tyler looking for Blake's House gold in that match. It's right now. Alpizars and Princler not the only team that have been away from Blake's House Wrestling for this past month. We're going to have to see just which unit was more disciplined in their training regimen, which unit is more prepared for the return of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. As right now, the brawler Christine taking on the pure striker that is Eric Alpizar. And that is one hell of a matchup to start us off here. Big elbow to the crown. Two just appear to be evenly matched in strength. Eric gaining the upper hand just for a moment and delivering a series of knees to the gut. And Eric is just so very dangerous. You let him get full extension on those kicks, you are asking for trouble, and there is one right there. Longtime Blake's House Wrestling fans will remember Eric Alpizar was the first ever Mixed Martial Arts Division champion who, going for that mount tackle, unsuccessful, but is able to get Christine wrestled down to the mat. And here comes Tyler. Tyler trying to apply the pressure, but allows Alpizar back into his own corner. Possibly just does not want to deal with the striking ability of Eric Alpizar, but for the moment able to wrestle him down to the mat. But now he has got Linda to contend with. Such an extraordinarily fierce competitor, blocks the kick and right into a knee bar, but Tyler swinging those long legs across the face of Linda Alpizar. And now here comes the juggernaut that is Christopher Worzallas, but now Linda able to keep Worzallas off of her, at least for the moment. Big chop to the chest, but Worzallas is unmoved. And as a wise man once said, when all else fails, throw your body at your opponent. Linda able to do so with the shoulder block, but Worzallas right back to his feet, right back with that oppressive offense, and here comes Princler. Linda setting up nicely, and a boot right to the back. Princler, a bit of a submission specialist themselves, but Worzallas not allowing any sort of opening. Into the gut, and now just Big bridge, just trying to target the knees, target the calves of Worzallas, trying to prevent him from getting that running start on that patented Worzallas elbow. Princler trying to walk Tyler back to their own corner, unsuccessfully doing so, but Princler and Linda able to connect with that double drop kick. But Tyler, just the more patient individual in this match, not allowing himself to get put in a disadvantageous situation. Big drop kick square in the chest, and Linda quite literally just throwing herself at her opponents. And that is exactly what she's got to do to make up for that size disadvantage. It's a back switch, but Tyler able to protect himself and bringing in Christine. She has been a bit of a workhorse for this team. That brawling style so supremely effective in these multi-man matches. Looks like we are right back to Christine versus Eric Alpizar. But not before Linda gets that parting shot. Step of her toe hold face lock applied, and Christine barely able to slip out of the hold. Wild series of shots, but Christine able to step right through it and get back to her own corner. STO and sweep, and here comes Tyler. Big elbow drop, goes for the cover. 2, but only gets 2. Alpizar stepping right through Tyler, getting back to his own corner, and once again, Princler, the legal competitor in this match, and knee bar applied, just trying to take some of that kicking power away from Tyler Donaldson. Have to see just how effective they are at doing that, but right now, both individuals trying to outmaneuver one another. Both of them very patient, very willing to take things slowly. Tight enziguri, and now that modified Boston Crab applied, but Princler able to slip out of the hold. Worzallas just dropping his weight on the inside of Princler's legs, trying to take away some of that mobility, trying to take away some of that speed advantage. Princler now crossface, crossface, crossface. Fan surprised to see the crossface as Linda now, thrown to the mat, and here comes Worzallas, patented elbow drop, but no, Linda powering out of it. Just the stubborn defiance of one Linda Alpizar, refusing even a count of 1 after one of the most devastating holds in Blake's House professional wrestling. Says, what's your finish so I can kick out of it? And here comes Eric Alpizar, mount tackle applied, and a series of wild shots, and here comes Christine trying to save the day. Big lariat flattens Alpizar, and Worzallas trying to make his way back to his own corner, and now Tyler, the legal competitor in this match. Big lift and drop, just crushing the stomach. As Tyler now, series of mounted punches, such a dangerous place to be against Blake's House own King of Mixed Martial Arts. European uppercut, and now that has sent Princler up. Again, the knee bar locked in, and Christine again trying to protect her team. Big backbreaker and on mount position. Figure 4 locked in, and this time Linda and Eric both coming in to make the save, and Harada has lost control of this match. Mount tackle, but no, cross arm breaker applied. Tyler is trapped center of the ring, and once again, Christine caught in the unblockable high and low, unable to protect herself, as Tyler making his way back to his own corner. And here comes a fresh Chris Worzallas. Series of kicks to the gut. Lift and drop, and Worzallas getting fired up. Big shoulder tackle. He can plant Linda in the center of the ring. is in an excellent position. She's looking for an opportunity to connect with that elbow drop, but Linda not letting it happen. Big body press cover. One, but only gets one. Big lift and drop, and just elbow just draped across the throat of Linda Alpizar. And 100 hands buried into the chest of Eric Alpizar, and he is out on his feet. Alpizar going for that mount tackle is unsuccessful, but will begin trading blows with Christine. And ordinarily, I would not take anyone over Eric Alpizar, but the toughness of Christine, just the tenacity of Christine, nothing short of amazing. Stunner center of the ring, but Christine going back to her own corner, getting a fresh Tyler Donaldson, but Alpizar doing the same, getting Princler into this match. We are at 18 minutes, no eliminations yet. You got to figure all 6 competitors just absolutely exhausted. Tyler rolling out of the way of that diving elbow. It's his time. But no, Princler doing the same, and now locking in that crossface. Tyler trapped in the center of the ring. Tight suplex from Princler, but on Northern Lights suplex, but Worzallas getting those long legs into the bottom rope. Big European uppercut. And Princler looks like they are not finished with Christine, but Christine very much finished with Princler. Big sit out lariat, and is that going to be enough? Cover 2. No, only a count of 2. Good Lord. All 6 of these individuals have so much left in the tank. It is nothing short of amazing. Big lift and drop, but Worzallas, he is not done yet. Chop to the crown, and now he is getting fired up. Patented Worzallas elbow. 2, no, only a count of 1. The Alpizars coming in with the S on their chest, coming in to save the day as Princler gets that tag. All of that weight buried right into the solar plexus. That maneuver is positively devastating. Belly to belly overhead suplex. And now here comes Christine, but just the sustained damage on Christine to slip and collide with that turnbuckle. And that could be the difference maker in this match. Unable to hit the patented elbow drop, and hold on, low blow. But Harada going to let them fight. And they're going for that big boy, but only getting 2. Eric Alpizar with that patented combination of strikes. Big Lopez press from Christine, but it's not enough to put Princler away. Crossface from Princler, but Christine not the legal competitor. Fired into the corner, but that patented desperation neckbreaker, that maneuver, just a major momentum shifter, but Worzallas getting fired up, getting ready to deliver the patented Worzallas elbow, and this time right on the neck of Princler. Hooking lariat just levels Christopher Worzallas. And again, Northern Lights suplex, and now Linda set up perfectly. Going for that drop kick, but Worzallas able to outmaneuver at least for the moment. Big back elbow. and again, still 25 minutes have passed, no eliminations. How much more does anyone have left to give? Once again, 100 hands buried into the chest. And now a fresh Tyler Donaldson, the legal competitor in this match. Cover out of nowhere, but no. Double arm BDT. Looking to set something up here. Goes for a cover. Princler and Alpizar's team have a long way to go, and the first elimination going to Tyler Donaldson. Big super kick, and goes for the cover once again. 1, 2. And Princler able to make the save at a key moment. Alpizar not going for the cover. No, hold on. This time he does. 1, 2. But Princler unable to cut Christine off. Getting fired up. Big shoulder block, just crushing the chest of Alpizar, but headbutt once, twice, 3 times into the center of the ring. Saying she is not finished yet. And just devastating kick to the face from Eric Alpizar. And again, Christine just testing Harada here. But Harada going to let these teams fight it out. Not going to let the championship match be decided on a disqualification elimination. Seen going for a cover after that patented Worzallas elbow drop, but Eric Alpizar able to make the save once again at a crucial moment. But that belly-to-belly overhead suplex, the difference maker here. Combination STO and sweep hold. Tyler now getting set up. Shotgun drop kick right to the back. Tight suplex, and now Eric Alpizar in control, at least for the moment. Eric Alpizar caught in between both of the Worzallas as Tyler battling it out with Princler and getting set up. Hold on. Worzalla has that steel chair. Colossal super kick in the center of the ring. Mount tackle. Applied from Alpizar, but Worzalla the legal man in the match. I don't think Eric saw the tag. And that is going to be a major factor in this match. Hold on. Unblockable applied. Princler going high risk. Big diving elbow drop. Is that going to be enough? No, Princler doesn't seem to think so. Northern Lights suplex cover. 2, 3 count fall, and the first elimination of the Princler and Alpizar's unit. Hold on, this could be 2, 1, 2, 3 count fall, and this Princler and Alpizar's team have turned it around. It is 2-on-1-2, and Eric Alpizar making the save at a critical moment. Ripcord Lariat. That elevated Boston Crab, it is down to the final. Sole survivor for both teams. Tyler Donaldson, Eric Alpizar, 1-on-1.
All right, baby.
Colossal diving elbow. Ripcord lariat applied, but no, Alpizar fighting his way out of that hold. this match, it will continue. And there it is, the Brazilian kick that has won him so many matches. Cover, 2, 3, count, fall. And it is so very dangerous getting in a striking contest with Eric Alpizar, because that is exactly what he can do to you. And the Alpizars and Princler holding on to that title for one more week. And yeah, I'm almost certain this is the first time it was Soul Survivor versus Soul Survivor. And definitely the first time in my mind that the advantage changed hands twice. So yeah, a real good tag team match there. Let's see here. So we have got 3 more contests left on tonight's program. Before I get to those, I am going to take a quick break to grab some water, because coming up next, and you know what, let's go ahead and get the matchup on the screen so y'all can get excited about it. As I said, it is an all-star cast on Blake's House Professional Wrestling this week. As Mr. Theme Song, Orlando Nunez, taking on Josh Kaiser with the stipulation, if he pins the champion, he gets a title shot tonight. But I'm going to take a quick break to grab some water, and I will be back momentarily, and we will find out exactly what these 2 individuals are capable of this evening. Alright, I have returned, and I do gotta say, I am a little bit frustrated that I believe Dave has given us 4 different 4 3/4 star matches tonight. Like, give us that last quarter star, my guy. But whatever the case may be, Orlando Nunez. So, like, to be clear, that's, like, part of where that joke came from, is, like, I'm a big fucking wrestling nerd, and, like, wrestling fans get really mad when, like, wrestling critic Dave Meltzer does not give their favorite match 5 stars. Really just unreasonably upset. So, like, that is kind of, like, where me doing that, like, became a joke from. But that is neither here nor there, as we have got a wrestling match to get into tonight now. Orlando Nunez, arguably the most popular wrestler in Blake's House Professional Wrestling. It really is a toss-up between Orlando Nunez and Mag.Lo. But Orlando Nunez picking up a huge victory on a house show last week. Just reminding everyone that he is exactly as good as you remember he is, as he will continue to be for years to come. Well, he is calling his shot. He is calling out the Blake's House Wrestling champion, Josh Kaiser, the ultimate opportunist of Blake's House Professional Wrestling, the man that has stolen gold twice. Well, he's got a singles match tonight, but it's not for the title. But if he gets a pinfall victory over Josh Kaiser, he is booking his tickets to a championship match. So let's go ahead and dig into that right now. And the greatest theme song in professional wrestling playing as Mr. Theme Song himself makes his way to the ring. Orlando just taking it in. That major crowd reaction never gets old, but as I said, Kaiser, the ultimate opportunist of Blake's House Wrestling, stole the title from A-Man, stole the title from Sterling. Well, right now he has got another challenge ahead of him. And that challenge is only getting more difficult as he's got to fight both Mr. Theme Song himself, but he has got to fight a hostile crowd. Suplex is blocked, and that crowd noise is positively deafening. I do not know how either of these men are able to just maintain their concentration, to maintain their composure, but a series of wild shots from Kaiser. Hold on, back switch, and just absolutely devastating chop block, taking Kaiser down to the mat. Suplex is blocked, and suplex once again, and Orlando looking to make a statement tonight. He wants to be the one standing tall, standing alone inside this 20 by 20, but he wants to do it with the title around his waist. Back switch and just elbow to the back of the head. Kaiser's strategy, a man that is so well known for confounding, for frustrating his opponents, but Orlando hasn't really given him just the space to breathe, is going to be a tremendous challenge. Hold on. No, Orlando just a full step ahead of Josh Kaiser right now. As for that flying forearm smash, but Orlando just continuing to deny Kaiser at every step. Wild shot for wild shot. But Kaiser getting the upper hand, at least for the moment. Goes to that big double stomp, and it collides with the stomach of Mr. Theme Song himself. Kaiser, he is not finished, but Orlando, no. kick right to the gut. Devastating spine buster and an elbow across the throat, and here's a second one for good measure. And here comes Josh's patented offense. Wants to get the crowd excited, wants to get his opponent frustrated. And he is able to do exactly that. Hold on, back switch and forearm smash right into the neck. Devastating cross chop from Kaiser. Now goes to that dragon screw leg whip, and Kaiser right now grabbing onto whatever he is able to do so. Nunez offense is just so oppressive. And right now, elevated Boston Crab applied. But Kaiser able to slip out of it, at least for the moment. And Kaiser again going high risk. And Senton, no! Nunez rolling out of the way at the last moment, and so does Kaiser. These two men just hitting each other with everything. Hold on. Heavy rain connecting. Mount applied, but Kaiser playing possum on the mat, and this is exactly what he is known for. Just when you think you've got him, you have made a grave mistake. Back switch once again, firing Kaiser into the ropes, and spear just folding Kaiser in half. Kimura applied, and Orlando cutting off that bottom rope. Kaiser unable to reach. He's got to break the hold, and he does. As he drops Orlando right on his neck, going high risk once again. Big tornado DDT right into the center. And goes right into that, right into that crossface chicken wing hold. But Nunez getting fired up now. No, not yet. Going for that RK Orlando. And again, Kaiser making him pay for that mount tackle. And go to bed Orlando Nunez as Kaiser delivering that knee right to the jaw, and oh my God! Josh Kaiser's Blue Thunder Bomb is absolutely colossal. And I'm getting word from the trainers. Orlando Nunez head just colliding with the mat awkwardly. Harada throwing up the X. We're going to have to get a medical evaluation on Orlando Nunez, but at least for the moment, Orlando's singles aspirations cut short. Yeah, sometimes it does be like that. I say that is the second time in recent memory that Kaiser's Blue Thunder Bomb criticaled. I am certain I've got a critical rate on, yeah, normal. So, yeah, the people fighting Kaiser, just unlucky, I suppose, but that is kind of Team Lake Mary's deal, right? Yeah. Is both Josh and Ramon finding creative ways to win at things. So it very much fits Josh's style. But unfortunately, Orlando Nunez unable to earn himself a championship opportunity, but the individuals in this next match, one of them will be walking away with a title shot. Oops, that's not what I wanted to click on. And yeah, the Orlando Nunez Seven Nation Army chant is easily my favorite one that we did. Again, I mentioned this at the top of the program. I'm a big old Zack Sabre Jr. mark. And yeah, like his crowd chant in real life is Seven Nation Army because regrettably he is British. It's kind of his only flaw. Well, alright, that's a lie. He's British and he has very bad internet, are his two flaws. Yeah, like his crowd chant is Seven Nation Army, but to his name, and that chant fucking rules. Actually, I should get, I know somebody put a Steam Workshop edit of ZSJ that is Zack Sabre Jr.'s internet, which is just Zack Sabre Jr.'s moveset on an Invisible Man. I might download that. But whatever the case may be, we do not need to talk about, at least not right at this moment, the quality of his ISP, as it were, because we have got a #1 contenders match coming up next. Kurt London and Shawn Satchwell both vying for JBIII's title. Kurt London already at the top of the popularity polls. Fans of Judgment Pro Wrestling can't get enough of this guy. Fans of Blake's House Wrestling can't get enough of this guy. But he has never won the big one. Similarly, Satchwell. He is a man that has come so close. Has just been 1 or 2 tough losses away from a championship opportunity time and time again. And we will have to see, is he finally able to overcome? Is he finally able to get that shot that he so desperately wants? Well, he's got one last roadblock ahead of him, and we're going to have to see, is he able to drive through it? Well, coming up next, Kurt London, Shawn Satchwell, and that's right now. Getting the crowd fired up, getting the crowd behind him has always been so easy. Right now, the man standing across from him, one of the most vicious strikers, one of the men with the strongest arms in professional wrestling, delivering lariat after lariat from all angles. Said he wants to go through the man across from him, and that powder keg lariat absolutely a tool to do so. But he's got to catch Kurt London first, and that is a monumental task in and of itself. Right now, these two feeling each other out. Picture perfect drop kick right to the upper back of Satchwell, and Satchwell answering back, swinging for the fences with that lariat already. Satchwell wasting no time trying to get this match over and done with quickly, but Kurt London has other plans. And once again, London just sliding through the legs of Satchwell. A very rare misstep from London as he misses that opportunity, but goes right back on the offensive. Satchwell picking the leg, but unable to keep London down. Swing to the gut, elbow to the inside of the calf. how these two just taking their time with each other. They don't want to overextend, don't want that to happen to them. You make a mistake against either of these men, your match is as good as forfeit. A flaming 151 is as sure killing a maneuver as any, as a shotgun dropkick collides with the face of Satchwell. Satchwell answering back with an arm drag. And hold on, sliding lariat, and it has begun. Welcome to the party, pal, as that arm just collides with the jaw of Kurt London. Kurt London answering back, shotgun dropkick, and kick right to the back of the leg, trying to target the legs of London, trying to take the speed away from the high flyer. But Kurt London just answering back with a series of devastating kicks of his own. Perfect Rana, and again, shotgun dropkick just buried right into the face. Two boots of Kurt London. And this time, just thrust kick right to the face, and hold on, roll up cover, 1, 2. And Satchwell caught by surprise there. And that could be the difference maker. Shining axe kick right to the crown. And cover 2. Well, again, a count of 2. Satchwell just struggling to find his bearings now. Once Kurt London gets started, he is so extraordinarily dangerous as he hits that big body press and nearly gets the victory right there. Kurt London going up top, and you know what this means. It is very nearly time for the flaming 1-5-1. Rolls through, cover, 2, 3, count, fall. And again, Shawn Satchwell, Mr. 1 yard short, just not quite able to go the distance. But Kurt London's offense just so extraordinarily oppressive. Satchwell just couldn't find an answer. Once he hit that cannonball senton off the top, it was all but finished, setting London up for that patented flaming 151. That maneuver, I believe it has only been kicked out of once in Blake's House Professional Wrestling. The maneuver so devastating, so effective. You've got to figure London looking for it in his matchup with JBIII, the Judgment Professional Wrestling Champion. You will be seeing that match next week. But we have still got one more match for y'all tonight. And yeah, that, you know, stuff like that, it is kind of unfortunate because in your head, the matchup is going to be much more competitive. But then sometimes it's not. It's the same deal with the Drew and Hans Hurtem match on the Open. It's like, in my head, this should have a lot more back and forth, but as I say very frequently on this program, the game is the game. But regardless, Kurt London, the number 1 contender to the JPW title. But we've got one more match for y'all tonight, and of course we know exactly who is going to be challenging Mag.Lo. Mag.Lo taking on the Duke of the Battle Royal, the technician himself, Frank Vista. And Vista, just such an extraordinarily dangerous competitor. You saw him get, I believe, 4 eliminations in that 8-man over-the-top rope Battle Royal. More than half of his opponents he eliminated by himself. Well, he has got one more man standing across from him tonight, and as is customary in the Mag.Lo Open Challenge, you win this, you get a shot at the main event. You win this match against Mag.Lo, and you get to book your ticket anywhere in Blake's House Professional Wrestling. So let's not waste any more of your time. Let's see if Mag.Lo, Frank Vista, let's see if Frank Vista can just take that final step into the spotlight. Making his way to the ring now. People's champion himself, and of course, you can find the theme of Mag.Lo team and more at maglo.bandcamp.com, as well as some other creative endeavors at maglo.work. But right now, Mag.Lo not looking to sell records, not looking to promote his Twitch stream. He is looking to beat the man across from him. A dangerous individual from Judgment Professional Wrestling. Cut his teeth in the JPW Mixed Martial Arts division, but really came into his own as he started entering the Battle Royals. Started to adjust his style for just a style better suited for the world of professional wrestling. Taking advantage of the rules of the match, taking advantage of his amazing strength and technique. You're going to see suplex after suplex. Frank Vista is a man that can control the ring like no other, but Mag.Lo. Mag.Lo is a special competitor in and of itself. And already can see Vista just driving those hips, but Mag.Lo answering back, lift and drop. He has got holds of his own. And sliding forearm smash right into the mask, and hold on, double underhook, no. That is blocked, and Vista picking the legs, gets the upper hand for a moment, and a series of kicks to the crown. Mag.Lo trying to protect himself. And Mag.Lo already getting things started with that patented airplane spin, and that has woken the crowd up a little bit. Snap suplex from Vista, and Vista now fighting the man across from him and fighting the hostile crowd. That is always such a challenge, but Vista seems unbothered. Absolutely devastating belly-to-belly overhead suplex, cover one, but only gets one. And a clothesline all the way from Bretton Woods, and here is your receipt, my friend, with a deadlift gut-wrench suplex of his own, and goes for that double arm DDT, but no. That is blocked once again. And Mag.Lo fired into the ropes, and in knee to the gut, shuts Vista down. Goes for a cover of his own. One, but only one. Mag.Lo again going to that patented airplane spin, trying to get the crowd excited. Trying to get everybody from the front row all the way to the upper deck behind Mag.Lo tonight. Neither side really able to get the upper hand in that striking competition, but Mag.Lo the first man to his feet. Vista already back on the attack. That knife edge chop nearly taking the head off Mag.Lo's shoulders. Mag.Lo able to avoid and connecting with that patented double arm DDT. And inverted vertical suplex right into the stunner, and a clothesline all the way from Bretton Woods, but Vista getting back to his feet on instinct alone, but Mag.Lo suplex blocked. The onslaught will continue, and he is a man so difficult to keep off you. Big shoulder block, but he is not done yet. Forearm smash, and he is walking Vista down. Vista trying to figure out exactly what he can do to slow this onslaught. Mag.Lo just keeping up the pressure, but as I said, Vista cutting his teeth in the world of mixed martial arts. Just utilizing every tool in the book, and those series of punches, certainly an effective one. Lift and drop, and big headbutt buried right into the stomach of Vista. Vista answering back snap suplex, and you can see Mag.Lo's head just colliding with the canvas. Mount applied, but Mag.Lo just pushing him off with the greatest of ease. snapmare, but oh, Mag.Lo, he is not done yet. Thought for just a moment he was going for that patented spinning toe hold, but no. Driving his hips and just slamming Vista to the mat. Big suplex and dropkick. He's been sitting on that one for 8 minutes, but Vista able to avoid. Mag.Lo, driver! Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh my God, only 2. Clothesline all the way from Bretton Woods. Goes for the cover once again. 1, 2. And only 2. I don't know how Vista has anything left after that hellacious battle royal, but here he comes, taking Mag.Lo's best shot several times over, and it's still not enough to keep his shoulders pinned to the mat. Back switch from Vista, picks the leg, and Mag.Lo rolling through, cover out of nowhere. 1, 2, is this it? 3, count, fall! And the technician, the mat wrestling specialist, gets surprised by a roll-up. And the versatility of Mag.Lo continuing to show itself. This open challenge has pushed Mag.Lo to his limit time and time again. But he always seems to find a way to pick up the victory. And that is exactly what he did tonight. But that is going to conclude the main portion of tonight's program. Of course, we do have the bonus match where I get to hang out with you guys in the chat. So let's go ahead and cue that up right now. The way this usually works, I roll up 4 characters to a side. The first person in the chat, you want to see Bam Bam Bigelow, arguably the greatest big man in professional wrestling. Some people say so, at least. He's certainly a top 10. Or at least in American professional wrestling. But somebody going to pick a name on the blue Gatorade side. And actually, let me real quick Google Mike Quackenbush scandal and make sure he is not someone that sucks. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Quack was, in fact, one of those, one of the people named in Speaking Out, actually. But yeah, I'm cool with Glimmer. Wrestling, like, I love wrestling. I'm gonna hit the button. I genuinely and truly do love this, like, genre, this medium, like, this, like, type of entertainment. But there is just entirely too many rotten people in professional wrestling. And it is deeply unfortunate that the thing I love, like, does have so many just awful people in it. But I suppose, like, hey, that is entertainment. The video game industry is not a whole lot different in that regard. It's like part of the reason why I do say, oh yeah, certainly. It's why I do say, like, wrestling is good sometimes and video games are good sometimes. When I run the stream, it's like, hey, the highs are really high, but the lows also, like, deeply low. It's kind of like, it's like the thing I was alluding to also when I said, like, Zack Sabre Jr. is like, he's got two flaws. One of them is being British, and two is his bad internet is when, like, a bunch of his friends got accused of, like, sexual misconduct. He did just kind of log off forever. Oh, fucking word? But, that aside, I know it's my first show back, and, like, I feel like it's kind of unreasonable to be hard on myself. I don't think I was, like, really, like, in my groove on commentary tonight. Which, like, hey, kind of is what it is. Like, as I get back into shit, I'll be good. You know, you would think that, Blake, but, you know, then there's wrestlers like Will Ospreay that refuse to log off. But, I think despite that, and despite, like, 2 matches kind of underperforming, pretty okay show today. We're going to keep doing this for the foreseeable future. And while this match is running, I should probably figure out who I'm going to throw to after it. Oh my god. So, I mean, I guess we'll see what happens how, like, many real-life minutes this match takes. Because I know the date zone, like, Melly, Sasha's project, who, like, are friends of the stream, like, run at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'd like to throw to them if possible, but also I'm not trying to hold on to y'all any longer than I need to. So I might throw to Ducky after this, who is a good dude. Like, somebody that, I mean, obviously I miss, like, seeing a bunch of people, both because there's no fighting game events, but also because there's fucking no anything right now. But, like, it was cool always seeing Ducky at, like, fighting game majors for, like, years and years. Always somebody that I, like, really enjoyed hanging out with for the brief time that I got to do it. Because that dude was just permanently busy. We'll see. It's really hard for me to be optimistic about the vaccine rollout, but, like, hey, it does look like it's starting to happen. Which, hey, that's pretty rad. Like, my parents just got got their first shot this past week, which is good. A handful of my friends have already got it. Yeah, like while it is difficult for me to be optimistic, hey, I would like to be. Like, not entirely within the scope of the stream, but like, hey, when I get vaccinated, all right. Actually, I think that's like kind of what I was getting into. Is like, hey, when I actually do end up getting vaccinated, and that becomes a little bit more available just to everybody. Oh, nice. I actually do want to take a few trips, like, especially in the last several years. Hey, I've made a bunch of internet friends that I would like to actually get to meet. So I think like that's like one of my short-term goals. Like once COVID is like actually in the rear view. Let me check the time real quick. Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's also true. I suppose also not out of the question for this theoretical trip with some of my friends either, but that's a separate conversation altogether, certainly. But yeah, it looks like we are a little bit too early to step into the date zone. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to throw to Ducky, who's been a pretty good friend of mine for a while. Like I said, kind of met him through the fighting game community. He was somebody that I really looked up to when it came to modding controllers. That was like, when I got into that hobby, he was a person I looked to. And is just like a cool guy. So we're gonna go ahead and throw to him. Let's see. Ah, shit. It just occurred to me that on Wednesday I learned how to use the predictions feature with channel points, and I did intend to use that on my stream. Maybe next week, I suppose. And then some of y'all can start throwing around these like massive piles of points y'all have collected. Please do, because my memory is just absolutely awful. But momentarily, I'm going to go ahead and throw y'all to Ducky. Let's see. But so actually, before I do that, let me do my regular closing deal. Hey, if y'all liked what you saw tonight, we do this every Sunday night, roughly 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here at twitch.tv/FerrisCindy. It is a weekly episodic wrestling show, which means we're going to be keeping continuity week to week. But I'm going to do my best to make sure, even if it's your first time, or if it's your 50th time, or if it's your 100th, we're dangerously close to 100 episodes. You are going to have just as good a time as anybody else hanging out with us. That is my promise to you. And so do certainly hope to see y'all next week. Additionally, myself, my good friend Hibiki, we hang out on Wednesday nights. We play some hockey, we bullshit a little bit. We now excuse me, we now have the power, so I can do stuff with my computer. Like, the thing that I thought about doing was like, hey, we can watch character trailers. Let me see here. This is being fucky. Let's see. Let me hit the raid button again. Yeah, we can like watch character trailers or like actually bring up the news we are discussing, which is pretty rad. Because before I was streaming directly off my PS4, but regardless, we do that on Wednesday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We play a little hockey. We talk about what happens to be on our mind, and I'd love to have you over for that as well. Anything else I do is bonus, but there's a handful of games I want to dig into. Might come back to Retromania because there's a story mode for that. That would probably be pretty fun to stream. But other than that, hey, be on the lookout for us on Sunday nights and Wednesday nights. And hope to catch you all down the road.